But from an agility perspective, we've got a couple of ways that we can kind of introduce this to our sessions. One, and the earliest and the easiest way, is through planned change direction movements. So Mike gave an example in his presentation there with that kind of 5-meter L run. And that's where the athlete knows what direction they're going to change in, how far they're going to run, and they can kind of go all out or work on the technique of the drill. True agility is when you bring in a reactive component. So the athlete is having to respond to a cue that's in front of them. So that could be verbal, it could be a noise, it could be responding to another opponent or a pass. And then in the competitive end, I guess, is when we start thinking about the tactical agility. So how you're going to use your movement patterns to achieve specific team tactical goals. For example, like if you want to force a change in a point of attack or to slow down momentum in a transition. Once we have developed quality agility skills, and then we can start applying it to those scenarios as well. So I'm just going to play a couple of examples here. I'm going to just wave my cursor around the middle of the screen. I want you to focus on this athlete. Okay, I'll slow down in a second, and I want you to concentrate on the trunk position. So what you see on this first deceleration into the direction change is that trunk is near vertical, kind of perpendicular to the ground. And that results in a poor deceleration and change direction. The second one, he adopts a much better body position. Center of mass is lower, and he's got that forwards trunk lean in place. And that becomes important because if you approach a direction change, as in the first example, the best analogy I can think of is like a double-decker bus going around a corner. So you become top heavy and you can't control your direction change and apply force effectively to the ground. The second option is when we start getting closer to our Formula One car at cornering. We've got a much lower center of gravity, and that makes the direction change better. So if you to take one thing from tonight's presentation, it's that difference between the vertical trunk and the forward trunk lean within the approach to the direction change.